All right, everybody, how y'all doing? And welcome back to 3 and Out with the Dolphins. Your boy Ron here as your host as I go over Sunday matchup with the Jets. Yes, the Jets came in our town and they got handed to as the Dolphins ran all over them 30-0. Now, before I go over all the stats and everything, this was like a revamp from Monday night game they did against Tennessee because they played horrible, losing by 1 point to the Titans. If they would have won against the Titans and they got the victory against the Jets, they would have been in cruise control with a clinch of the playoffs. Now they need to win their last 3 remaining games are the Dallas, Baltimore, and the Bills. Now, the Bills handled their business yesterday by spanking the Cowboys. It's kind of ironic, though, how the Cowboys get handed to by the Bills, but y'all hand it to the Eagles. I don't get that. I don't get that little switcheroo. You come ready for the Eagles, but you don't come ready for the Bills. Wow. But our Miami Dolphins came ready all right. Just like I said, this was more of a revamp from Monday Night Disaster because the offense nor defense came to play. And here, our offense and our defense came to play in Week 15 against them Jets. As we already know that the Jets need a new O-line because them boys cannot get it together. And I'm glad Aaron Rodgers did not play because if you would have came back in Aaron Rodgers, you would just called your season over. Because our Miami Dolphins defense was relentless on the field, especially old Big Daddy Chubb. I'm going to call him a.k.a. Big Daddy Chubby. Chubby was a beast. Nobody could not stop them, having 3 forced fumbles and recovered 1. Wow. And it was just a total disaster on that Jets offense. They could not get nothing going. As you see, on rushing, they ran the ball 12 times for 23 yards. That's disastrous right there when you cannot run the ball. And on passing, they did good on the receiving yards. 18 reception for 136 yards. But here we go. They was giving us so much sacks. Trevon Simon had completed 14 to 26 for 110 yards. 2 interceptions. Was sacked 2 times for a 19-yard loss. And poor Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson completed 4 for 11 for 26 yards and was sacked 4 times for a 37-yard loss, giving the team total of 6 sacks for 56 yards. Wow. And when I mean the defense came out, because they had to step up, because if you got the Dallas Cowboys coming in our backyard on Sunday at 4:25 p.m., y'all boys need to step up and play, as well as Tua and that offense. Now, Hill didn't play. You were trying to give it a go, but he did not play because that ankle was tweaking him real bad. So he said, let me sit it out, let me rest it, let me rehab it, and let me get it going for next week. On the New York's rushing, like I said, 12 carries for 23 yards. Wow. And I'm just going to go over the stats. It's just looking pitiful here. Breece Hall had 6 carries for 12 yards. Israel Abanikanda had 4 carries for 8 yards. Dalvin Cook, the guy that came from Minnesota, a beast. I think he might be going back to Minnesota after this because he can't do a damn thing for the Jets, as he ran the ball 1 time for 4 yards. Or they just saving him to go ahead and revamp that O-line because they need to get that O-line through free agents and pay these boys big time, because without an O-line, your quarterback going down like Aaron Rodgers did, and your secondaries are getting sacked stupidly, and you cannot run the ball to take the pressure off the passing. Now, on New York receiving, Xavier Gibson had 2 receptions for 29 yards. Garrett Wilson had 3 receptions for 29 yards. Alan Lazard, 3 receptions for 21 yards. Tyler Conklin, 4 receptions for 18 yards. Jeremy Ruckett, 2 receptions for 16 yards. Israel Abanikanda, 2 receptions for 11 yards. Dalvin Cook, 1 for 6. Breece Hall, 1 for 6. And Randall Cobb, 0 reception for 0 yards, which giving them a total of 18 receptions for 136 yards. But y'all keep in mind, with all them sacks, you get sacked 6 times for 56 yards. It takes that down and gives the team a total of 80 yards passing. Wow. Fumble loss. Our defense was just flat out relentless. Trevor Simmons fumbled the ball, lost the ball. Zach Wilson fumbled, lost it. Then you had 2 interceptions on top of that. Yes, our defense played good. Just like I said, our defense had to revamp because them boys got shitted on. Monday night, I mean, you give Tennessee Titans that much time on the clock, and of course they're going to score. That's a 2-minute team drill, so a team right there. You give them 2 minutes on the clock, and they will go down and score. Yes, but thanks to our defense, kudos to Chubb and them boys. Now I hope y'all bring this energy that y'all brought against the Jets, because if we don't bring that energy against them Cowboys, we are in a long game. Alrighty, on the receiving end, Tua Tagovailoa had 21 for 24. He was, just like I said, balanced offense. 224 yards, 1 touchdown, but he was sacked 3 times for a 15-yard loss. Mike White came in the game 2 for 2 for 4 yards. That's diddly squat. On the rushing, Raheem Mostert cannot be stopped. He had 15 carries for 42 yards and 2 touchdowns. Devon Achane came in for 9 carries for 32 yards. He was suffering from a toe injury, so he couldn't really do too much. We didn't want to put that much pressure on him. Jeff Wilson, the third stringer, had 2 carries for 5 yards, and Mike White had 2 for -2, giving the team a total of 28 carries for 77 yards. On the receiving, we didn't have no Tyreek Hill, so basically it was all Waddle and the air attack. Yes, Jalen Waddle had 8 receptions for 142 yards and a touchdown. Durham Smythe had 4 receptions for 32 yards. Devon Achane had 3 receptions for 30 yards. Braxton Berrios 1 reception for 12 yards. Chase Claypool 2 receptions for 8 yards. Cedric Wilson had 2 receptions for 2 yards. Jeff Wilson 1 reception for 1 yard. And Raheem Mostert had 2 for 1, giving the team a total of 23 receptions for 228 yards and a touchdown. Them boys was loose. Yes, sir. Now, just like I said, our defense came out to play. There's nothing to say. And Dolphins basically controlled the game. They controlled the first quarter by scoring a touchdown, leaving 7-zip. Second quarter, the boy was in cruise control, scoring 17-zip. Third quarter, they kicked the field goal, 3-zip. Fourth quarter, they kicked another field goal, 3-zip. Now, them field goals could have been touchdowns. So, y'all keep in mind, offense and defense of the Miami Dolphins when you play the Cowboys, even though they lost against Buffalo. But I just don't understand that the Cowboys win against the Eagles, but y'all lose against a sorry team like Buffalo, which y'all gave them a chance to try to clinch a wild card in the playoffs. We did not want that, but it happens. And wow, our boys came to play because they had to make up for Monday, that big blundering loss against the Titans on Monday. So they came to play, beating the Jets 30-zip. Alrighty. Game leaders of the game. As you said, Tim Simeon had 14 for 26, 110 yards, and had 2 interceptions, but was sacked 4 times. Ridiculous. Just like I said, the running attack of the Jets is just garbage until they get them O-line. Bryce Hall had 6 carries for 12 yards. On the receiving, X Gibson had 2 receptions for 29 yards. That is nothing on our side. Big Daddy Miami Dolphins. Yes, Big Daddy Tago had 21 for 24 for 224 yards and 1 touchdown. Raheem Mostert had 15 carries for 42 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jalen Waddle had 8 receptions for 142 yards and 1 touchdown. Yes, we had to go to the single air attack, but we had the little sideliners doing their thing because Tyreek Hill had to sit out because when Tyreek stretched deep, Wilder could go ahead and run those little post routes, and with the accuracy of Tua, he could go ahead and hit them boys strong, deep and deep, and deep and deep, touchdowns galore. Yes. Now, team stats. New York Jets had 103 total yards to Miami 290 total yards. Turnovers, Jets 4, Dolphins 0. First downs, Jets had 11, Dolphins had 16. So basically, Dolphins were just controlling the game in time of possession. Jets had 23 minutes and 39 seconds, as well to Miami 36 minutes and 21 seconds. OMG. Dolphins was in cruise control. I mean, keeping the Jets scoreless is a blessing because you cannot give them a little spark and go ahead and take off that raggedy 747 being taped up, hold up by everything, rusty bolts and all. You cannot let them Jets take off. So the Dolphins defense pretty much kept them grounded. And the Jets defense couldn't find the answer to the Miami Dolphins aerial attack, and ground attack. So they couldn't really find anything but take this ass weapon like a pro. Call it a day. Y'all got 3 games left, my New York Jets, and y'all just got to go ahead on and just get through the season healthy. On your off season, figure it out. We already know where y'all going at. Offensive line, because y'all cannot have Aaron Rodgers going down, and then y'all give Aaron Rodgers time. Yes, the Jets might be a little wrecking force next year. Alrighty, just like I said, who we got up for next week game? That's right, let's get it, let's go. We got the Jets coming in our hometown. Yes, the Jets are coming in at Hard Rock Stadium. 4:25 is the kickoff time, so y'all go ahead and make sure y'all get your barbecue done and everything ready to go and sit down glued. And of course, it's Christmas Eve, so just like I said, we got that turkey, you got that ham, you got the family members over, y'all got y'all Hennessy, and y'all good vodka, goose, whatever you drink. Do it safe. Let's have some fun on Christmas Eve, as we got the Cowboys coming in our hometown. Yes, our backyard, baby. Our backyard. 4:25 is the kickoff time. And the last 2 remaining games are the Ravens and the Bills. The Dolphins are sitting comfortably. If they win these last 3 remaining games, they sit at 13-4. What can we say? Yes. And we hopefully can go ahead on and clinch the playoffs with a first round bye. I'm counting on the boys. I may be asking for too much, but I love my team. Dolphins, let's go. Let's get it. Let's make it to the playoffs. And let's go beyond. Let's try to get to the Super Bowl this year. That'd be a blessing. And let's win it if we get there. Alrighty. Thank y'all for watching. I'm excited to wait for Sunday. 12:24, baby. Ooh, let's go. Let's get it. Let's get hot. Let's get loose. As we got them Cowboys coming in our hometown. Can the defense do their thing like they did against the Jets? Don't bring that ridiculous defense that y'all played Monday night against the Titans. We want the A game. We want that A game all day, every day. We want that offense to be fired up. We want the defense to be fired up. So let's go. Let's get it. Let's ride. Thank y'all for watching. Subscribe to my channel. If you like this video, hit the like button. Y'all know the routine, this YouTube nonsense. So, just like I said, I can care less about all that. I'm just excited. It's game time, and I'm out.